Hey everyone, this is Ryan B with Practical Forex Trading. This is your weekly analysis for the Euro dollar, European Euro versus the US dollar. It is April 19th, 2020. Happy to be back after taking the Easter holiday off. So, sentiment is bearish. I am bearish in the Euro, bullish in the US dollar, right? So, US dollar has been very strong as of late. I don't expect that to turn around anytime soon. Even if the stock market gets more and more bullish, I still think a fair amount of dollars are going to remain in the dollar. Excuse the pun. Okay, so we see this is a multi-year downtrend. Price currently moving below the fast weekly moving average, the 20-week moving average. And we have this descending price triangle. Even though we had some very wacky weeks, right? Hopefully people didn't lose a lot of pips, because this is the kind of action that just defies trend logic, right? So now things seem to be settling down a little bit, and we're settling down below the weekly moving average. And we've got right about the $1.10 line is just basically just general support and resistance, price moving below that, enhancing the bearish scenario. Let's go ahead and look at the daily. Now we do see that price is moving also below the fast daily moving average. And this kind of shows that $1.10 area resistance a little bit better. If I were to draw a parallel trend channel, we can see that price, of course, price always floats up and down a little bit every week, but it should be capped off right about the 109.50 if we're going to honor this support and resistance zone. It's another 80 pips. However, price might even go that high. Let's go ahead and apply our pivot points. So 108.86 is our weekly pivot. So weekly pivots often occur, I guess is one way of putting it. Price will typically visit that at some point during the week, either after or before touching a support and resistance level. R1, 110.04, there you go. Boom, that's our big R1 resistance. There you go. So, no big surprise there. You could even say, oh, it's a psychological number, the $1.10 mark. But it looks like that's our big resistance, and that matches up with this parallel trend channel, right? So even if price were to eke above there, make a nice little shadow or a tail with the rally, the sell-off would quickly ensue if it were to get that high. So price may stay below the pivot. We'll see. If price tests R1 and keeps going, R2 is at 110.71. Right there. So it's right below this last recent high. And a lot of times you see the euro up and down, up and down. Makes sense that that could happen again. Let me change the color of that. Okay. Okay, so there's our R2. Right about there. If price goes above R1 and R2, clears 110.71, then we look for a test of 12.55 up here. But I would encourage you not to think about R3 or S3 until 1 and 2 have been tested and broken. Right? So that means when you're thinking about, do I make a buy and cash out for pips? Think about, can I hit R1? Don't think about, oh, I'm going to hit R3, because then you're going to get tunnel vision and not be aware when the market flips back around for the next big sell. Okay, so you want to keep these pivot points, keep them in mind as roadmaps of places price could go, but they needs to be proven first. Don't assume and don't get too caught up in guessing what's going to happen. Wait for it to happen. Okay, S1. 820. So there's our next, right? So the most recent low is S1. So we could see price kind of float sideways for a bit, hope and test this trend, but then we need to see sell off, break through 108.20, and if we do, S2 is 107.02. So we're all bearish, but it looks like we might see a little bit of sideways action this week on the euro. So there we go. So possibly price might just kind of well, here's the thing: if price moves below and hangs below this daily moving average, that's what I'm really looking for. Just looking for rally sells, opportunities to sell off. Let's go ahead and look at the 4-hour real quick before we wrap up. So on the 4-hour, we see quite a big bullish bounce off this most recent support. So that, well, that could mean, oh, short term, not reversal. Like, to be careful when price goes sideways. The things we use for our big trends don't necessarily work out so well. So if price moves back above here and just kind of goes sideways, it could just be a lot of drifting. I'm just looking for my next big sell because in the weekly, I'm bearish. Okay, everyone, that's it. Have a great week. Hope you made lots of pips. We'll talk soon.